Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back. What is today? Wednesday? The holiday week really messes me up. I have a hard time keeping track of the days as it is. All right, here we go. Okay, well, taking a look at the daily NASDAQ for a bit of a reference, the bulls really showing up here quite strongly last couple of days. Volume is a bit of concern, really tapering off, making me wonder what is driving this market higher. Well, I recognize that expiration is in about a week and a half, and there may be some people rolling over already, but even so, you would think volume would be holding a little steadier, but whatever. We have a breakout above 7,800. That is very significant. You can see we're currently trading around 78.20. We left off yesterday around 77.20. So a monster gap here to the downside. We'll see whether there's any kind of pushback now that we've actually breached 7,800, or whether the market's just going to try to rally back here to 8,000, which is looks like might be the next stop. So we've just had the opening bell. Looking here now on the Eagle, a little bit of the overnight, you can see the European session was fairly bullish, some decent signals, nice follow through. Just the right amount of volatility. Not enough volatility to drive you crazy, but certainly enough to keep you interested and, more importantly, to keep you profitable. We're getting a little bit of a sideways range building here off of the opening bell, making me wonder whether or not we're going to see a continuation, or if this is just inside a broader sideways trading range. I think I'll let it slide. I'll leave it alone, although it looks as though the market is going to try to push higher. Okay. Enough of an opportunity there to have gotten the trade at least to break even. Bollinger's very, very neutral. We'll have to give them a few minutes here to settle in. Usually when I'm like trading on my own, I very rarely look at the market during opening range. You know, I'll check in 20, 30 minutes after the open, see what they're doing. Oh, way to go, Ray. Ray in and out early. Says I scalped $128 on the number 3 signal on the Raptor at the open. I'm done for the day. Nicely done. Yeah, there we go. Nice little hard edge bounce. First Raptor signal du jour. Well, they're plodding along. if in fact this is going to be an uptrend today, it will be easier to buy back in on a pullback. Still a little unclear, maybe. Although, you know, you could just, if you believe the market to be in an uptrend, there's certainly enough structure here that you could just pick up a discretionary signal. Just one of these signals doesn't qualify as a high probability signal, but it is still a signal all the same. And you could just look to buy in. There you go. You got your buy signal. You could throw your stops down below here. I don't mind doing that if I believe the trend to be strong. But it seems, for me anyways, my timing is bad with those things. I always seem to end up buying it just as the move is ending. And that's no fun. It's early though. We're only a few minutes in. Well, we seem to be holding the highs. Ray says, well, I do know now for sure that I'm an aggressive trader by taking the market order. I could have got a little bit more, but once it gets up to $100, I will bail out. You know, $100 for the most part tends to be the magic number. It's a big target for scalpers. Typically, scalpers look at taking $50 per contract, but some will try to hold on for 100. And then you have your swing traders who tend to get a little anxious around the $100 mark. And again, some will take 100, some will try to hold on for 200. And then there's the ones that will try to hold on for a little bit more than that. That's very often why you will see the market react at or near our high probability profit objectives. Keith says, same with me, Mark. I did the same thing. All right, here we go. We're pushing back a little. And like I said, it tends to be a little bit easier trading once the market gets a little structure, so you can kind of get a better idea of what's going on for the day. If they're trending, if they're sideways, what are they doing? Ooh, all right, wow. A little bit of a bullish push there. All right, well, we'll see. Whether they follow through on that. Okay, well, we've retraced back now to the hard edge. So while we seem bullish, it looks like we might be getting a bit of a retest. There was certainly a channel here through the overnight. I don't know if it's going to affect the market yet. Well, they keep holding on. We're getting a little bit of a bounce here off of the hard edge now. Wow, okay. Didn't see that one coming. I didn't think the bulls had it in them. I was expecting more a test of the extreme. Okay, so we're getting maybe a little bit of a double top. Okay, well, I don't want to call it a bull trend just yet. Well, it's kind of a hurry up and wait kind of day. This opportunity down here was probably the best opportunity so far today. This number 3 signal that I held back from, that was probably one of the more predictable signals here this morning. All right, and here we go now with the number 2 signal to short. Not so sure I want to do that. Ooh, look at that. And there's a bit of a rally. So something going on here at the top of the hour. Okay, so here we go. We've had another rally. Now we're kind of drifting sideways again. We'll see whether or not they have what it takes to keep the rally going. We've got this candy striping going on. If you wanted, you could place your just in case order to buy up here. I am a little leery of a fake break though. All right, well, leery or not, here I go. And so I'm going to be looking just to get my 5 points out of this. Come on, got to get over that little hump. You can see we're right near the primary resistance as well, which is going to be a little bit of an obstacle. I'm kind of hoping that the reaction we saw here at 78.56 was an early reaction to that. Oh, hooray. Okay, and it looks like might have been a good idea to take the profit while I had it. Well, that's nice. I like that. I like being rewarded for my patience. And another quick little pullback to the hard edge, or at least the first hard edge. All right, well, now we're just kind of settling in again. Keith and Phil both letting me know there was a news report at the top of the hour. Okay, a couple more hard edge bounces. I'm expecting a test of the extreme. Somewhere along here, we are going to see a test of the extreme and the market kind of tail off again. Okay, well, that may be the test of the extreme, in which case it does open up the opportunity for a counter trend signal. Now you got to be careful because we have an uptrend today. I think that's fairly plain, and it's a reasonably strong uptrend, so you don't want to get too cocky on the short side. Okay, here we go. We're going to get a number 2 signal. Well, maybe. Maybe get a number 2 signal. Like I said, the uptrend is still strong. So this is a little bit riskier. Oh, and there we go with another with trend signal. All right, so I'm going to stop that before I do something I regret. Okay, we'll put that back on the shelf. Ooh, quick little hop up. Well, I'm a little disappointed in myself that I just didn't buy. I just didn't buy something along the way here. And look at that. Yeah, unfortunately for me, it is one of these days where trend trumps all. And I just waited too long. Darn it. Oh well, I'm not going away totally empty-handed, but it is disappointing. That was a very nice rally. We had a number 3 signal here. We had a late filter entry signal here on the Falcon. I just kind of got stuck. Yeah, darn it. That was a really nice rally. Shoot. Oh well. Not the first move I've missed, and certainly not the last. Oh, and they're still going. We got these little mini pullbacks. Oh, I guess we had a late filter entry here in the Falcon. Ooh, was today non-farm payroll? I thought that was Friday. Ray saying it seems the market's very happy with the early news at 8:15 Eastern. Non-farm payroll is always a big report and one worth paying attention to. Not that you necessarily have to know it, just that. No, farm payrolls tomorrow. So what was the report that came out? Oh, non-farm. Yeah, sorry, I missed that. The employment change. Yep, sorry guys, I missed that one. That was not even on my radar this morning. Okay, well, the trading band's rather broad. We do have a number 2 signal coming up here. I'm going to show it to you just because there's nothing else going on. It's not really a signal I would recommend. Although the trading band, like I said, is very broad. So this is normally the time that the market will be prone to a reverse. A little bit of a profit taking type thing, perhaps. We're near the bottom of the hour. Also, typically a time for profit taking and short-term reversals. A retrace to the hard edge would be the big target. That would be the second hard edge. The Bollinger Suite already a little bearish, but all right, let's see what they got. We got to get down below this low right here, obviously. When and if we get below there, that will give me an opportunity to roll my stops in a bit. All right, I'll take the trade to break even. We're at the hard edge, we're at these lows, and no. They're probably going to drift a little bit lower, but honestly, I'm a little leery shorting into an uptrend like that. Yeah, see, there they go. I should have waited just a little bit longer for that hesitation to pass. Yeah, and there they go, slipping a little bit lower. Oh, and they are going to slip down here to the second hard edge. Oh, look at that. Had the right idea, but bailed a little bit too early. Well, we're slipping a little bit. I think what we're going to see is a trend line test. So we can pretty much shoot a trend line across the eagle here, and you can see it's going to coincide with the hard edge. And at the very least, we should see a little bit of a bounce here and perhaps a test of the extreme. Okay, so a little bit of a trend line break. So you can anticipate a reaction off the hard edge. Yep, see you, Ray. It's pretty much time here for me to button up shop. I'm hoping to get a hard edge bounce here that I may consider, but I don't think I'm going to have time to do it. But that's what I would be looking for. Now that we've breached the trend line, you're going to look for a little bit of a bullish pushback. You might get a number 3 signal here on the Raptor that you could try to take advantage of. We should see a test of the extreme before a possible reverse, but you know what, with the trend this strong, it's more likely we're going to end up going sideways than actually seeing a reverse. All right, gang, I will see you tomorrow. We'll talk to you then. Bye for now.